Hi everybody, I was requested to film my experience at Vidcon, and I'm kind of gonna rant, and I'm sorry if you don't want me to rant. I had a very good time, I'm not gonna lie, it was super fun, but there were a lot of things that made it very unenjoyable for me, and it was very upsetting to see the behavior of some of these people at Vidcon. Specifically the people who were about 12 years old to 14. And I'm not saying all 12 to 14 year olds at Vidcon were doing this and being crazy, but majority of them were. This is my first year going to Vidcon, and it was definitely an eye-opener. When you go to Vidcon, you definitely expect to be able to see your favorite YouTubers walking around, and I did not get that, and it's very inaccessible. And it should not be that hard to meet a YouTuber. They're not a celebrity. They're not One Direction. If you don't know, the first day of VidCon, I waited in 3 meet and greet lines, and guess how many people I met? 0. And I definitely think the main reason we are so cut off from our favorite YouTubers is Fangirls. The amount of fangirling at this convention was so unnecessary. I actually really like O2L, and I really like Andrea and the Fab Five and all those people, but I would never run up to them and scream in their face. There were people mauling other YouTubers and attacking them and screaming in their face. What the hell are you doing? And what I liked about YouTube is they aren't celebrities, and they're accessible, and they're relatable, and they're just people. But now these fangirls are making it so that they treat them like they're celebrities and like they're freaking One Direction. I can't deal with it. It's kind of really annoying to me. It actually made my experience at VidCon very bad, and I definitely do think fangirls are ruining the experience of VidCon. Now, the next day we went to VidCon on day 2, we actually went to panels and Q&As because we realized the meet and greets were such a waste of time. And we had so much more fun. If I was a YouTuber, I would never ever go up to them and scream in their face. I would definitely walk up to them and talk to them like they're a normal person, because they are normal people. And imagine how the YouTubers feel. I would never want to come back to a convention after almost being killed by excessive fangirls. Like, there are going to be no YouTubers at this event next year if all you do is fangirl over them and they have to hide away in their hotel rooms. I think YouTube is definitely becoming a celebrity kind of culture, and that really hurts me because I've actually been watching since 2007. When I was in like 2nd grade, I watched YouTube. Yes, I was very technologically advanced as a 2nd grader. But I've been watching YouTube since no one knew what YouTube was, and it really hurts to see what it has become and how many people are starting to treat it like a celebrity fan base, like a One Direction, and it's really upsetting me that we can't treat them like normal people and they can't walk around a freaking convention center without being trampled and killed. One thing that really bothered me is, if you don't know That's So Jack, he actually hates being touched, and he has a little bit of social anxiety. I'm pretty sure that's what he stated in one of his videos. And these girls are chasing after him and screaming at him. If you are a fan of That's So Jack, I haven't even been watching him very long. I've only been watching him about the past week. You would know he has social anxiety and he doesn't like to be touched, and you're getting this close to his face. Just know, I don't really think he would want to come back after that event. It's a little insane, it's a little insensitive, and it's very disrespectful. And I'm sorry if you are offended by what I'm saying, but fangirls, please change your ways or they will never be walking around VidCon. There will be no one at VidCon next year. Oh, and also, people lining up at 3 in the morning to meet O2L, and then when people get there and follow the rules and get there at 6 in the morning, it's already capped off, and that pisses me off to the max. And I didn't go to meet O2L. I'm not butthurt about it. It's not something personal. It's just something straight up like the little girls who wanted to meet O2L and followed the rules and weren't being disrespectful didn't get to meet them. But the girls who were disrespectful and lining up and not following the freaking rules got to meet them. I don't think it's fair. I did wait in line 7 hours for Tyler Oakley, but the convention center was already open, and we got in there at like 11:30 or something to meet Tyler Oakley. And so we followed the rules, but it really hurts that they were encouraging the people that didn't follow the rules. Another thing I want to address is I definitely think there's some part of O2L's fault as well, because I think they definitely encourage it. I do think Kian, I think I saw his video from last year, and I feel like he definitely encouraged them, and I don't think that's right either, but I'm definitely not putting all the fault on him, because people should definitely know how to behave around in certain situations. I don't mind the girls who were crying after they met someone. I don't mind the girls who were like, oh my gosh, I love them, and like saying that, but once you start to chase them and stalk them and wait in their hotel rooms, that's where I draw the line, and it gets a little creepy. Why do you think a YouTuber is gonna like you if you're stalking them and waiting outside their hotel room, and then also screaming and running at them and screaming in their face? I would be really annoyed, and I would definitely be like, these are my fans, they're very disrespectful, and I'm really sad that these people are my fans. It sickens me almost to the point where I don't know if I'm going to go next year. Security could have been a little bit more organized. They should have known what was going on. They didn't know what was going on the entire time of VidCon, which was super duper annoying. And also they were really, really rude. I don't want to ever be treated like the way I was treated. I was not being disrespectful to anyone the entire time of VidCon, but every time I did something, I got yelled at by security. And I was like, I didn't even do anything wrong. I definitely was not one being disrespectful or anything. There was this one point on the first day of VidCon I wanted to meet Andrea Rousset, and she had an hour left in her signing and no one was there and they wouldn't let us go meet her. Are you stupid? I wanted to show her my phone and tell her the times that she was supposed to be here. And it legit pissed me off. So the security definitely was a little bit of an issue too. The organization overall at VidCon was insane. It was totally a mess. And I never want to deal with it ever again. It was the worst thing ever. It was just mobs and mobs of people in the signing room. The signing area, they were like, oh, we didn't expect this many people to be into signings. Well, you invite any age group to come to VidCon and you don't expect them to want to meet favorite YouTubers. I'm not putting the blame on Hank Green or anybody. I actually met Hank and he was super duper nice. I just don't really understand why they didn't think they needed to organize this better. And then another thing, you weren't supposed to line up until an hour before you got to before the signing. And guess what? People were lining up at 6 or something and they didn't do anything about it. And then they send out a Facebook message saying you can now line up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Thanks for encouraging the people that did not follow the rules. It was kind of an environment I don't want to be a part of. And I don't want to be a part of YouTube if we're considered crazy fangirls. They need to make VidCon either 16 and older or control these crazy fangirls and get better security. No YouTuber should ever have to be chased back into their hotel room and sit in there all of VidCon. That's not the point of VidCon. VidCon is supposed to be a part where you can interact with your favorite YouTubers, and it's not like a celebrity setting. It's not like a meet and greet setting for One Direction, and it should never be that way, but it's turning into that, and it really, really upsets. So if you agree with me, please thumbs up this video. If you have any other insight, please tell me in the comments down below, and I would be so happy to talk to you guys about this as well. If I would say, should you go to VidCon next year? I'm not sure. I'm going to insert my photos right here because I know I did a lot of ranting and I know I didn't really talk too much about my experience, so I'll just insert photos right here.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would wait forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my home continues to be. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the battery.